Hey guys, welcome to my channel Linux King. My name is Salman Francis, and today we are going to look at our second video of our Linux troubleshooting series. And before I start my series, I would like to share with you guys few things about troubleshooting. So for troubleshooting, we need to gather as much information as possible related to the problem. We need to keep focus on the issue. No need to overlook it. However, we need to keep focus on it. And once issue is found, we need to test and validate it. And once it's validated, we will need to fix the problem. So these are some important things. And in today's video, we will look more tools for troubleshooting the issue. So first tool, what we are going to take a look in our second video is lscpu. It's just like /proc/cpu info, but it's a shortcut. So it's also giving you this information about it's an iCore system, it's a genuine Intel, and some more information about your CPU like L1 cache, L2 cache, and stuff like that. Okay, and second command today which we are going to look is DMI decode. Basically, this command gives you information about your motherboard. This is a very handy command. So if you like to know your motherboard, what kind of motherboard you have, so it will give you a lot of information about your motherboard. For example, let me scroll up. You can see that it's a lot of information actually. And let me just pipe it to less. And here it is. So this is the BIOS information, and then some more information about like PCI supported or not, PCI card, what is the firmware revision, for example it's 0.0 BIOS revision, then baseboard information. Here it is from Intel, you can check. Okay, and this is the 440BX desktop reference platform. So this is a very handy command, and it will give you information about your motherboard and what kind of PCI and what kind of slots it supports. Okay. Then another command is lspci. If it's not installed, you can install it. However, this command lspci will give you information about PCI in your desktops. One more command is lsusb, and it's not installed. So what we need to do is we need to install yum-y install USB utils. Okay, once this is installed, you can use lsusb, and this will give you information or details about the USB. Okay, perfect. For LSB PCI, actually you need the utility called PCI utils. So yum-y install PCI utils will give you this lspci. lspci, and here is the information about the PCI bridge and like multimedia audio controller, all information about the PCI bridge, and it belongs to Intel Corporation. You can check. Okay, perfect. Now we let's say if you remember in our earlier video, we checked that how to check architecture of our computer. It's with Arch, and also you can check, for example, with Echo and Mac type. So here we can check the architecture of our machine. And so today I found one more command, and it's uname-m. This will also release the architecture of your computer, of your machine. Okay, now what we are going to do is we need to find some more ways to troubleshoot our machine. So the best way what we do is to check the logs. Okay, so one of the most important commands in log is journalctl. It's in our CentOS 7. So journalctl, if you will type, it will give you a lot of information, and it has a lot of details actually. So what we need to do is we need to filter this information. Okay, before I go into details about journalctl, I would also like to give you some information about our var logs. So if we go to cd/var/logs, this is the log directory where we can find a lot of logs. For example, dmessage, this is log for kernel. Like when we are starting the machine, it's basically giving you the information about all the information about the kernel. So dmessage, and if we go to dmessage man, it prints, you can see that prints or controls the kernel ring buffer. So this is all information about the default action is to read all messages from kernel ring. Okay, so this is important. Then we have secure. This is one very important log also. So for example, if you want to check who tried to SSH into your computer, or who is trying to access your computer, you can always check this secure log. And one of the best way to do is tailf or tail-f. And because what happened actually, tail gives you the like for example real-time logs, and of course like we have two options like head -5, let's say first 5 lines of this log file I would like to check. There's nothing actually right now. Secure, yeah, there's nothing right now. However, let's say we have this one older secure, maybe there's something. So let's check cat secure dash. Okay, yeah, there's something. So what we can do is we have two options. Like let's say we want to check first 5 lines of this secure file, and it will give us first 5 lines, and tail of 5 will give us last 5 lines of this file. So if we would like to check something in real, so what we need to do is real time tailf-var/log/secure. And if nothing is happening here, or so it's not going to give us anything. So let's try to log into our system. So I'm just going to open another window, and I think IP address is 1.22. Okay. So if there's going to be any hack attempt or something, it will log here. SSH root at 192.168.1.22. Here it is. So you can see that it's logging our failed password for root. So this is where it logs all the information. Okay, perfect. So tail basically gives you log in real time, tailf. So it will just log everything which is happening in your real time. Okay, now coming back to our journalctl. So journalctl, if you remember, it will give you all the information. However, what we can do is we can just filter it with some switches. For example, journalctl -xb will give you all the information related to boot. Okay, so this is like the BIOS, everything related to boot. It will give you all the information with XB. Here it is, boot image, what boot image it's loading, then the BIOS, related stuff. Okay, and there are 26 lines here, and this is all related to, not 26 lines actually, it's lots of lines actually, but it's all related to boot. And we can see it has a lot of lines. Okay. Okay, one important thing what I would like to mention here regarding journalctl, that it's into the memory. So what happens actually whenever the system reboots, its journalctl is rewritten. However, there are ways we can make it permanent. Okay, one more journalctl switch is EF, like it follows. It means that it follows whatever it's happening in real time, it will refresh automatically. And these messages are written to the journal in real time basically. So for example, journalctl-ef, and this you can see here, it's basically waiting, and here it is, it's writing it everything to the log in real time. So let's try again with this. Can we? Yeah, there it is. You can see. Okay, perfect. Here you go, like failed password from root. So EF means follow in real time. Okay, perfect. Now what we need to do is we can also give we can also check priority of errors with our journalctl. So let's say we want to check what errors we are getting in our log. So we can use journalctl, and then the priority is error. And here it is. We can check that these are the error messages what we are receiving. So it's like failed, SD, assuming drive cache, write through, reset adapter. These are all the error messages actually which we are getting. Okay, we can pipe it to less as well. Okay, perfect. So this is how you can filter error messages with journalctl. Okay, to make the output verbose, you can use journalctl output verbose. And this will give you a lot of information, and it's so verbose that you can read it. However, it's a lot of information. So this is just a simple journalctl introduction. Okay, sorry, grep. If there are some errors or anything related to ERR or something. Sorry. Okay, so this is the verbose option. Perfect. Okay, let's see if we want to check some systemctl unit with journalctl. Let's say I want to get some information regarding SSH. So I will write journalctl and the unit at SSH D. Okay, so here it's giving me all the information related to SSHD. So the same way you can get more information about other units or other services. Let's say unit is NTP, just an example. So there are no entries. What about FTP? No entries. So you can get like information about a lot of units from with this command. Okay, so now what we need to do is, let's say if we start this journalctl and pipe it to less, and here you can see that its log begins at Monday 2019 24th of June. Okay, and if I restart the system, and the time is, you can see here it's 12:22. So let's restart the system. But before restarting the system, what I need to do is I would like to show you some other commands so we can, or you know what, let's do it. So because this is going to be our last command, so let's restart it. Again, we will type our time here. So it's Let's copy it and paste it here. So here it is, log begin at what? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reboot the system. And let's wait for some time. And guys, just to let you inform that there is a new course again from my, let me take you to our site. And there's a new course now, Linux and Networking Basics. And if you guys are interested, you can visit the site. And over here you have this, like this is a 10 days course. And the topics are like LAN, WAN, MAN, Introduction to Networks, OSI model, and a lot of networking stuff, a lot of basic information about networks. And then, of course, regarding Linux. So you will be very happy customer if you join this course, and the price is $220. So this is our latest course right now, and soon I'll be adding more courses. And of course you can always take Linux and security basics and Amazon Web Services. Okay, back to our machine. Okay, so now I have logged into this machine, and let's check what happened to our journalctl. And you can check that now it has changed. So today is Saturday, and it's 29th of June, so that's why it has changed its logging. So that is the reason, like journalctl, whenever it reboots, it resets into the memory. So how we can make it permanent? Let's check. So we can go to vim etc, and it's basically in etc systemd, I guess, system, yes. And here we have journal.conf. Okay, and here we can see that storage is auto. Okay, compress and everything is fine. So what we need to do is we need to create a directory. Okay, and it's called let's call it make dir into var log journal. Okay, this is the directory which we need to create. Alright guys, so now what we are going to do is we are going to change the ownership of our /var /log /journal and chmod it to 755 var log /journal. And now what we need to do is reboot the machine. So reboot, and now but first we need to exactly log the time. So let's copy this, paste it here, and we need to make sure that this time the log does not change. So let's reboot -h now and wait for some time. We can see here that it's 1358.54 EDT. So just need to make sure that it remains the same. Okay, journalctl, and perfect. Now you can see that the logs are saved. So that's how we can make our logs permanent with journalctl. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this second part of our troubleshooting video. And soon we will be looking at more tools and more information as how to troubleshoot Linux system. Till then, goodbye. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, join our Facebook group. It will be in the description. So thank you very much and God bless. Goodbye.